So this is the start of my new garden. I'm not really sure what's growing here. This is a forget-me-not that actually survived the transferring of the dirt from there to there. But these are all, I'm not sure what these are, but I'm assuming this bit in the middle are sort of carnations. I think it's carnation seeds that I planted around here. So all these in the middle here should be carnations. That might be a forget-me-not. That one might be a forget-me-not. But in the middle there, just there, I think they're going to grow to be carnations. But like I said, I'm not really 100% sure. It seemed like pouring water seemed to be like no good. So I poured water in here, hoping the dirt sucks it up and stuff. So because otherwise I'm flattening my plants while they're trying to grow up. So I'm just going to leave them on the windowsill for like another couple weeks, and hopefully they'll grow into something a bit more impressive. So these are my other plant pots. These are forget-me-nots over here. This is the little plant thing I was given. This nut surviving, but this nut looks like it's almost dead. It was actually uprooted by something, I'm not sure, so I had to replant it. So I replanted it in this little community plant pot, hoping that it would be deep enough and secure enough. And so I'm trying to make that little plant survive, but I'm not sure how it's going to do. But anyways, I think these are carnations growing on the side here. Those are forget-me-nots over there. I'm not sure what's growing here, but it's growing something. This is just ordinary grass. So it's turning into a little bit of a fruiting plant. I'm not sure how tall it's going to grow, but it's having a fun time growing up. Not many grasses grow so tall. So the forget-me-nots are competing with this strand of grass, and they're all growing up together. And yeah, I don't know what that plant pot's going to turn into, but I've got some sprouts, and yeah, so they're slowly coming up. This orchid it's a dead orchid, so I really don't think it's going to be able to live, but I'm growing all these other little plants in its place. And yeah, and so that's an update on my plants, and I can't wait for this forget-me-nots to flower, because I really like forget-me-nots. They're really pretty. And of course carnations are nice too. And I brought also some fairy flowers or whatever. It's a little gang of flowers that are really bright, and I brought a couple of like little mini rose bushes. So I'm going to plant them probably in the spare plant pot. And yeah, I've brought a heap of things, but the ones from China aren't coming for ages because of the ban on imported goods. So I'm sort of buying seeds and things online from Australia only now. So I have to switch my accounts so that I can view Australian only products, because the ones coming from other countries, you can't send them to Australia anymore. So, but I'm happy these little ones are growing, so I'm very, very happy. Like I said, I can't wait for these forget-me-nots to fruit. And even this one, that leaf there is growing up, so this little leaf plant isn't dying. So it's finally gotten its self-rooted, and it's probably going to survive. So that little leaf there is pretty dead. As you can see, I didn't realize it had loosened itself and was just sitting on top of the bed of soil. And I said, oh, that's it, I'm going to move you. So I've moved it into this little plant where it's got a few grown up plants, and it's going to be like, they're all going to be community plants. So plants that grow together. And when they're grown up, Like, it'll be a few weeks yet, but when they're finally growing up, it'll be like kind of impressive, I'm sure. So I can't wait for them to grow. And then I have a couple of like pretty impressive plant pots there. Plus my old tree, my little mini tree over there. It's grown up too. And I've got this plant down here too. Oh, there it is, the orchid. It's surviving. It's my survived orchid, so I'm glad I spent the $18. It was a more expensive orchid that usually sells for $13, so I bought it for like $18. And the other little mini orchid died, so not very good, but one survived, so that's good news. But yeah, no, that's my garden. It's my garden in my room. So it's going to be quite pretty when everything's growing up. That thing of grass was my test grass, to see if a plant could fruit in that plant pot. And when I realized it was growing right away, I said, oh, then I'm going to plant other plants, so it's going to overtake the plant pot, the new plants and stuff, and probably eventually they'll all have to be moved to a bigger pot to survive, but yeah, for now, I could leave them in for a year and they should be a-okay, so I'll just leave them to grow. Yeah, they're cool plants, aren't they?